I will never forget the sound of my son's terrified scream echoing through our typically sleepy suburban neighborhood. I was in the backyard getting decorations ready for his birthday party when I heard it. That gut-dropping shriek that makes every parent instantly drop what they're doing and run. By the time I reached the front lawn, my blood ran cold. There was my 10-year-old son, Tommy, crying on the ground, while a red-faced woman in her 50s had the handlebars of his brand-new mountain bike, the one I'd just given him less than an hour earlier, gripped in her hand. "This isn't yours! Let it go now!" she screamed, ripping the bike from his grasp as Tommy struggled to hold on while he cried. "I know which garage you stole this from!" I sprinted across the lawn as Tommy stumbled backward, the woman's hand certainly connecting with his shoulder in what looked like a push. People were coming out of their homes, and I heard someone say they were calling the police. That lady, I would soon discover, was Barbara Wilson, our Homeowners Association president. She had just engaged in a physical fight with my son, not knowing it was his birthday. And this was the present he'd been dreaming about for months. Tommy had begged for that sleek red mountain bike. He'd torn out advertisements from magazines, emailed me links, even done a whole PowerPoint presentation on why it was the perfect, most responsible gift. I'd saved for weeks and hidden the bike at my sister's house just so I could surprise him. That morning, he'd opened a small box with a photo of the bike, and the expression on his face was worth all the aggravation. We were bringing everything outside when I said he could ride it back and forth on our quiet street if he stayed in sight. That's when Barbara must have spotted him and leapt to the worst possible conclusion. "Ma'am, remove your hands from my son and his bicycle," I told her, attempting to remain calm while a storm of anger brewed within me. A small crowd had gathered, some neighbors already videotaping the altercation. Barbara spun around, eyes blazing. "Your son?" I doubted. The Millers down the street just reported a stolen bike, and it's a dead ringer for this one. I was inspecting the Thompsons' illicit garden gnomes when I caught this young thief red-handed. Tommy, still on the ground, looked up at me, tears running down his face. "Dad, tell her! Tell her you gave it to me. Today's my birthday." I had not had a chance to answer before Barbara sarcastically laughed. "Oh, how convenient. A birthday bike. A $500 mountain bike appears, and we're supposed to believe that? This HOA has rules, and I enforce them." I stepped between her and Tommy, dragging him to his feet. "Barbara, this is absurd. We have party hats and balloons in our backyard. I've got the receipt for the bike in my pocket. You're making a terrible mistake." She jabbed her finger at me. "Now you're teaching your son how to lie? There was something about you people moving into this neighborhood that didn't smell right. The board should have done better background checks." Things were spiraling out of control. More neighbors had gathered, many of whom already knew Barbara's legendary rule enforcement. Mailboxes an inch too tall, trash cans left out an hour too long. No violation was too small for her tyranny. Tommy caught my hand, trembling, as Barbara said, "I'm confiscating this bike until I can determine who it really belongs to," and tried to wheel it away. When Tommy reached for it, screaming, "No, it's mine!" she shoved him hard enough that he fell again. That did it. "How dare you put your hands on my son?" I shouted, stepping in front of him protectively. "What's wrong with you? He's a child." Barbara's face turned even redder. "He fought an HOA representative. I'm only doing my job. This is more than theft. It's as simple as day and night." That's when our neighbor, Mrs. Chen, from across the street, stepped forward with her phone in hand. "I've been recording the entire thing, Barbara. You just pushed a kid. That's assault." Barbara turned to face her in shock. "I did not." He fell while trying to run off with stolen merchandise. I'm the victim. Police sirens could be heard in the distance at that moment. Barbara's expression transformed from indignation to self-righteous smugness. Finally, now they'll see what happens when you break the rules in my neighborhood. 2 officers pulled up and stepped out, surveying the scene. A wailing child, an upset woman clutching a bike, and a small crowd of onlookers. I was relieved to notice that one of them was Officer Martinez, a friendly face from neighborhood functions. "What's going on here?" he asked. Before I could say anything, Barbara answered. "Officer, I witnessed this boy attempting to steal a bicycle. I confronted him, and then his father started threatening me. I was merely doing my duty as HOA president to protect the community. I took a soothing breath. Today is my son's 10th birthday. That bike is his gift from me. I have the receipt. We took it out so he could ride it, and she, with no evidence at all, accused him of stealing and pushed him to the ground. Did you touch the child? Officer Martinez asked Barbara. Absolutely not, she snapped. He fell down trying to get away with stolen goods. Mrs. Chen stepped forward again. Here is the video, officer. She pushed him. It's all on there. Officer Martinez accepted her phone and watched the video. His expression darkened. I also handed over the receipt, which showed the date of purchase. 3 weeks ago. A neighbor spoke up. I saw them unloading the bike this morning. The kid was so pumped he was bouncing in their driveway. Having seen all that, Officer Martinez returned the phone and turned to Barbara. Ma'am, step away from the bike, he ordered. Barbara appeared to be in shock. But I'm president of the HOA. It's my responsibility. According to evidence, he interrupted, you assaulted a minor and attempted to take property using false accusations. Barbara's jaw was agape in shock. That's ridiculous. I was protecting... We've had no reports of stolen bikes, the second officer interjected. And even if there had been, you're not authorized to physically confront anyone, especially a child. I knelt next to Tommy, checking him over. You okay, buddy? He nodded, still sniffling. Is she gonna take my bike? No, son. That bike is yours. No one's taking it. The drama made its final twist as Officer Martinez said, Barbara Wilson, you are under arrest for assault on a minor and attempted theft. You have the right to remain silent. The entire neighborhood gasped. Barbara's face paled. Do you know who I am? Yeah, I'll have your badge. I'll sue this entire neighborhood. As the officers took her away, still fighting, Tommy looked up at me. Dad, is she going to jail because of me? I shook my head. No, son. She's going to jail because of what she did. No one, not even an HOA president, gets to hurt you or steal what's yours. 3 months later, Barbara pled guilty to misdemeanor assault and attempted theft. The judge sentenced her to 6 months probation, a $5,000 fine, court-mandated anger management, and a restraining order to remain 100 feet from us at all times. The HOA board voted unanimously to remove her in an emergency meeting. Last I heard, she was selling her house. One afternoon, I saw her across the street, loading boxes onto a moving truck. Our eyes met. For a moment, she froze, her face a combination of shame and resentment, before she turned away and slammed the door behind her.